Down, Jones.
Clavinet sneezing, funk in the marrow, giraffe in a top hat, shooting Cupid's arrow, velvet dreams on a trampoline, slide guitar cries like a haunted machine, turntable whispers, dust in the cracks, time flips backward, vinyl heart attack. Of a velvet giraffe laughs through the phonograph, half real, half a photograph, a world stitched up from a ragged draft. Harmonica growls, a bluesy volcano scratches on the record, beats by Dr. Insano. Woke up in a fishbowl, swimming through the moon, grooves like a canyon carved by a bussin' zoom. Best toss it, how's a hall hits collide, absurdity's a map where logic won't ride. Jump, skip, slow it down, tape warps, the world spins round. Dreams of a velvet giraffe laugh through the phonograph, half real, half a photograph, a world stitched up from a ragged draft. Piano keys fall like raindrop tears, echoes of the past in my elephant ears.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, all the ships at sea, welcome back to the very, very dark side of the podcast tonight. Thank you. Podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott Pragmatic Investor, who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the redheaded Bella. How you doing, Night Bell?
You know what? I'm doing okay as long as I don't turn my head really fast, which is kind of a challenge on streams. How are you, Scott?
Oh, I'm fine. But no, that's like the thing. I went to the doctor and said, "Doctor, I hurt when it go like this." And he said, "Well, don't go like that." So there you go, man. I'm a problem solver, Bell. That's what I do here. It is cold out here, guys. I'm telling you flat out right now. It is cold. My iPad, which happens to also be for my monologues and all that other good stuff. It was so cold it wouldn't turn on, and when I finally got it to turn on, it showed like 2% battery, even though it had been charged up the entire time. It's a little nipply out here, is what I'm saying. So I didn't try to dress up for the event. I like to wear Sigia Cloud merchandise because I am a Sigia Cloud board member, but it's too damn cold. It's too cold. So I was like, how could I layer up so I could kind of survive this? I got a little space heater down here, but it does nothing. It it does nothing in Iowa when winter decides to be winter. So it's gonna be a little bit of a battle today, guys. I'll see what I can do. Now, of course, I am helping with right here with Uncle Milt's Old Shoe Leather Whiskey. And I strongly recommend that. If you really like shoe leather whiskey, and it's kind of a distinct taste for people who appreciate that kind of thing, Uncle Milt nails it, absolutely nails it. There is a slight risk of blindness, but come on. Lots of things can make you blind out here, Belle. Lots of things can make you go blind. It's not just pure ethanol, all right? And lots of things can do it. So,
you know what? I mean, consume at your own risk. Wow. Okay, that made me a little dizzy. No, I have not been consuming Uncle Milt's.
you should really try Uncle Milt's if you're in the Iowa weather. And I feel dapper tonight. Look, I got the nice vest on. I got the coat. I got the puffy slippers. I tried it, man. I put my boots on. I came out here. I was like, nope. That was as far as I got. I said, nope. Let's keep the little piggies warm and toasty as well as we can. And these seem to do the trick. So it's an interesting night. We'll just say it that way. So all of the talk, Bell, of the Interchain and of the Twitter, I guess, for whatever that's worth anymore, which is pretty well nothing. Noble announced they tipped their hat, they bid adieu, and it sounds like they're going to be spinning up a new L1. They'll be ready in approximately March, which suggests to me that they actually started building this thing out 6 to 9 months ago. That would be about the right timeline for the security and all the other stuff that you're going to need to spin up your own L1. So yeah, it makes it interesting. Now, I saw Mags popped in and said, boy, what a good thing this is. I'm pretty sure that is not what he was thinking when he was talking about all these banks and all these institutions that he's onboarding. One of the biggest reasons that you would onboard over here, just wave bye-bye. I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about that. But, when you're trying to get to you need Hannibal Lecter to get to the bottom of this guy. You really do. Tell me about the lambs, Magmar. Tell me about the lambs. You need something like that, because I couldn't even begin to take apart what's going through his head. But he seemed very excited about it. I'm trying to figure out why. So with that being said, Jason, let's cut this one up. I think you could probably get a few pieces out of it. I'm doing this in a much different style. All right. Crypto is war right now. And the war seems to be those who have and those who have not. And they're all fighting over the same piece of vacant land. It's actually funny if you think about it. You got trenches on both sides, and just anybody who goes to the middle just gets absolutely slaughtered. So, but we're still fighting it. So I decided to do tonight's more or less in the form of a 1940s wartime correspondent, because, hey, crypto, right? War. This is what you wanted. So this is what you're going to get. So it'll be a little bit goofy. Just do what you can, dude. I don't care, man. Put them out as shorts. Put them out as a video. I don't care. I'm not hitting record, man. It's just I'm going with as I'm going, and chop them up if you'd like. I see what you can put out there. Let's at least say that the podcast had their say on this. So with that, I will say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice of the Interchain, broadcasting from the embattled headquarters of the Cosmos Command Center. Friends, the hour is grave. The signals are crackling with urgency, and the ether is thick with the smoke of digital skirmishes. I'm your wartime correspondent, Reggie Hargrove, bringing you the latest dispatches from the front lines of the blockchain battlefield. Tonight, my friends, we interrupt our regular programming for a special bulletin. Treachery in the ranks. Noble, that stalwart ally. The Cosmos Coalition has raised the white flag, or should I say the EVM banner, and is pulling out to establish its own sovereign L1 stronghold. Yes, folks, it's a defection that could shake the very foundations of our inter-blockchain alliance. Picture this, if you will. The Cosmos ecosystem, that grand federation of sovereign chains linked by the ironclad bonds of IBC, inter-blockchain communication, has been holding the line against the monolithic empires of Ethereum and Solana. We have seen valiant efforts from the liquidity trenches of osmosis to the staking bastions of the Cosmos Hub. But now, Noble, the issuer of native USDC, that crucial supply line of stablecoin ammunition, is breaking away, friends. No longer content to serve as a specialized app chain within our ranks, Noble is spinning up its own EVM-compatible Layer 1, set to launch on March 18th. Faster blocks, they say. Ethereum virtual machine compatibility for broader maneuvers. It's all about the maneuvers. It's a bold advance into uncharted territory. But at what cost to the home front? Now, let's speculate on the why of it all, shall we? In the fog of war, intelligence reports are hazy, but our sources whisper of strategic imperatives. Noble, born in the Cosmos Forge back in the heady years of 2023, was forged for one purpose, friends. What? To issue assets like USDC natively, bypassing those rickety bridges that so often collapse under enemy fire. We've seen it ourselves. They have handled billions in volume, partnering with heavy hitters like Circle and Ondo. But the allure of independence. Why huddle in the Cosmos bunker when the EVM planes offer fertile ground for expansion? Perhaps it's the siren call of better funding. Rumors abound of greener pastures and ecosystems flush with venture capital, where privacy apps and DeFi protocols thrive without the rationing that we've seen in the Cosmos. Or maybe, friends, it's the tactical edge. EVM lets them court developers from the Ethereum front, spinning up apps for FX perpetuals, treasury-backed stablecoins like USDN, and high-speed DeFi skirmishes. No more bottlenecks in the Cosmos SDK. They're upgrading their arsenal for a multi-chain offensive. Could it be disillusionment with the alliance? Probably. Cosmos has been battered lately. Projects folding like Penumbra, others retreating to maintenance mode, like your beloved Osmosis. I want you to think hard about that. Like your beloved Osmosis. Noble might see the writing on the wall, and they likely have. To survive, one must adapt or one will perish. It's not desertion, they claim. IBC connections will remain a thin lifeline back to the old guard. But make no mistake, friends, this is a pivot, a calculated retreat to build a fortress of their own. Does this speak to leadership? I think it might. And what of the blowback, my dear listeners? Oh, the repercussions could echo like artillery across the stars. Cosmos, our beloved Cosmos, is already reeling from defections and funding droughts. It stands to lose a vital artery. Noble's native USDC has been the lifeblood of liquidity. Over $22 billion processed since inception. If that flow diverts to Noble's new L1, and it will, what then? Fragmentation. That is exactly what then. Chains like DYDX that are reliant on USDC Noble, they might face supply chain disruptions, forcing hasty retreats or risky bridge crossings. Nobody wants that. Liquidity could drain away, leaving Cosmos DeFi outposts undermanned and underfunded. Competitors, those Solana speed demons or Celestia modular marauders, they're going to pounce. They're going to lure away apps and users with promises of smoother operations. We've heard the dire warnings from the top brass, or have we? Anoma's co-founder declaring the ecosystem, quote, pretty much dead, end quote. Validators struggling to stay afloat. This could be the tipping point, folks. A chain reaction that weakens the entire Interchain defense. Will the Cosmos Hub rally with new tokenomics and partnerships, or will we see more alliances crumble, leaving atom holders hunkered down in foxholes? But hold the line, Patriots. We are not waving the white flag yet. The Cosmos vision of sovereign chains united, not dominated, it still burns bright. Noble's move might even strengthen the front by proving the modularity thesis. Spin up your own domain, but keep the bridges open. But the risk is real. Blowback could mean higher fees, lost momentum, and a scramble for new stablecoin issuers. Stay vigilant, for the blockchain wars rage on. And now, a word from our sponsor as we pause for a vital supply drop. Folks, in these trying times, when the digital front lines leave you parched and weary, reach for Uncle Milt's Old Shoe Leather Whiskey. That's right, Uncle Milt's. The burn is so real, you can go blind. Crafted in the backwoods stills of Tennessee, this fiery elixir packs a punch that'll knock the chill right out of your bones. One sip and you'll feel like you've stormed the beaches of Normandy or at least survived a bear market. Whether you're toasting a victory or drowning your sorrows after a tough trade, Uncle Milt's delivers that authentic, eye-watering heat. Remember, friends, in war and whiskey, only the strong survive. Uncle Milt's Old Shoe Leather Whiskey, available at your local speakeasy or your nearest bootlegger. Now back to the broadcast. Back to the fray, listeners. As Noble forges ahead with its EVML1, speculation runs rampant on the home front. Will this new bastion attract reinforcements? Developers building FX swaps, perpetuals, and yield-bearing stables? Absolutely, if the intel holds. But for Cosmos, the potential fallout is a minefield. Imagine the liquidity exodus. Native USDC, once flowing freely via IBC, now potentially siloed in Noble's domain. Apps across the ecosystem, from lending protocols to DEXs, could face shortages, driving up costs and driving down morale. I would just simply say, what morale? We've seen it before. When key players like a Cash migrate to Solana or Prism shutters its gates, the voids leave behind invite invasion. Cosmos' strength was its unity. Fragmentation could turn it into a patchwork of isolated shitposts, vulnerable to the monolithic might of rivals. Funding woes compound the crisis. Validators pinching pennies, projects pivoting anywhere. Yet hope flickers. Noble vows to maintain IBC ties, perhaps allowing a fragile truce. But will it be enough? Or will this spark a cascade with more chains eyeing their own exit? The hour grows late, but the vigilance never ends. This is Reggie Hargrove signing off from the Cosmos Command Center. Stay tuned for updates, and remember, in the blockchain wars, knowledge is your greatest weapon, and we are your voice. Good night and Godspeed to the Interchain. I'm giving myself a round of applause for getting through that bell. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope
I did enjoy it.
And I hope you are enjoying your Uncle Milt's Old Shoe Leather Whiskey. Nothing quite puts the lead in your pencil like this. I mean, I used to think, 188 proof. I thought that was a myth until I tasted this, and then I realized, nope, it's real, and they're serious. All right. Anyway, Bill, give me something.
All right. So the United Reds. Can Cosmos survive this?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Now, personally, this is me, but you guys know, if you've watched me for any length any length of real time. I'm kind of an ethos guy, and I'm still of the opinion that one of the worst things that ever happened to crypto were stablecoins. And let me elaborate on that. Before, you used to invest in a project, swapping one project for another project. And so I know it sounds stupid, man. Just come with me on this journey. Swapping one weird, funky token like DYDX for another funky token like Orchid. Back in the day, it was just all of us that were swapping project to project. We were chasing which one seemed, more relevant, more relative to actually get up there and generate actual income. So we were swapping tokens for tokens. But then along came the lighthouse. We're just going to call USDC the lighthouse. The one thing that we never had to deal with out here in the crypto world way back in the day was reality. And what I mean by that is dollar amounts. They were literally irrelevant because there was nothing you could do with this shit. You got in and you stayed in. All right, we built, put the walls, we built them high, and once you're on this side of the wall, that's it. So there was a lot of capital that was just swapping from A to B to C. And then stablecoins came in. And as soon as stablecoins came in and we found that we could exit all of our positions via stablecoins, capital just left and it continued to leave. So the deeper and deeper that stablecoins penetrated into the deep part of crypto, meaning the fringe where I live, where Bell lives, where Sigia Cloud lives, after that, it became real easy. Take a percentage, blow it up, and move along. But it became even easier for developers to simply rug their own shit. And what we've seen more than anything else is that developers, as soon as the first round passes over their head, anywhere near them, by the way, if it goes, it was nowhere close. All right, don't panic. But these are young people with no real business experience and combat experience that don't understand. Sometime close that it didn't get you just means you give them the finger, but they don't really, they don't really go that direction. They say, "Oh my God, that was close. We better get out." And it created this perfect exit liquidity mechanism for effectively everything over here. And then since 23, it literally pivoted the entire purpose of crypto was to get people to buy your token, you to turn it into USDC, and you to get the fuck out. That's kind of what it was. So even though obviously I dabble in them, man, I have most of my money is in stablecoins, not because I want to, but because I don't see a lot of worthy investments out there, and I need to maintain my own exit. If nobody can leave, everything's different. Everything changes. The money that comes in doesn't leave. So it changes everything. But with stablecoins, and I understand that we all need a lighthouse, everybody needs to understand relative worth. And even though crypto itself was developed and designed as new money so that we don't have to rely on an inflationary fiat currency, as soon as the opportunity came around for us to start relying on that inflationary currency, we did it. We could not wait to jump in there because deep down, even the ethos-driven people don't believe this shit. They simply do not believe what's going on out here. They want to get a percentage and just get the hell out. There are very few people that are here for the long haul. Obviously, Sigia is, because we're using Jackal. We built on Jackal. Everything we do relies on Jackal right now. So clearly, we believe in the long haul of it. But that's not crypto. Crypto is gambling. That is what we created out here. We created this incredible Bet365 with no social security number. That's what we turned into. So with USDC leaving, if the bridges stay open, it's fine. And I'll say it's fine because not too many people have any money left out here. What would I think would be the very first thing that I'm going to see come March? You're going to see Atom price drop by about 30% as the bulk of IBC Holdings and Atom Accelerator, or whoever the fuck is running it right now, liquidates a shit ton of Atom into stable coins because they know that the clock is ticking, and eventually all they're going to hold is Atom with no exit. That is what I would be most concerned about. of everything else out here, that is what I would be most concerned about. Everybody just simply jumping out the plane, pulling the ripcord, going to USDC while you can, and getting the hell out. I think the capital exodus from Cosmos is going to be heroic. Heroic. Hope that answered the question. Belle, please carry on.
All right, Political. Should we invest in Danish krones?
You know, I swear, man, this is just somebody trolling everybody right now. We're not going to fucking buy Greenland. All right. You can't just, you know, it's almost funny and worth entertaining just a little bit, man. Look, if we want a Greenland, there's nothing anybody can do to stop us. Short of World War III, there's nothing anybody could do to stop America from taking over Greenland. I know America's on the outs right now and thumbs down and all that other shit. Oh, they got the stupid American. Yeah. But as a 26-year military vet, I know Jeff's on the other side of that. There's nothing anybody could do to stop us from doing that short of World War III. That would be it. China would have to step up. Russia would have to step up. And let's be real, guys. They got their own problems right now. They all got their own problems. Russia can't even subjugate Ukraine. All right. Taiwan still exists. So there's really not a lot that anybody could do to stop us from doing something like this. I personally don't really care. All right. I'm just going to leave it there, man. Look, I ain't in the service anymore. I'm too old to be called up again. So I don't really care. If you guys want to go attack Greenland, go fucking attack Greenland. But it's I swear it's just a giant troll. It's like Trump was just coming out of the can one day and looked at one of his security guards and said, you know what, I think I'm going to buy Greenland. And then that's it. That's really all it takes in some of this shit. They just wake up and say, maybe I'll buy Greenland. That'd be funny. Hey, watch this. Let me see what could happen here. And now everybody's talking about it. I'm not going to, Jeff. I understand where you go with that, and I do appreciate the question. Go ahead. Carry on, Mel.
All right, Political again. It's so cold. Walmart is asking shoppers to wear 2 pairs of pajamas when shopping.
I'll give you that one, Jeff. Yay, that's a funny one. Go ahead, Bill.
Jeff, we're going to find you on a People of Walmart video, aren't we?
Me? No. Oh, is it the jeans and the puffy slippers? Does that bother you that much, dude? I mean, I know, Jeff, deep down that you're very, very sexually attracted to me. And I respect that. I've lost a lot of weight. I've been working hard on myself. I've been exercising, and I do appreciate it. But I'm not sure you're the one for me, bro. I'm not sure. You still eat carbs and sugar, for Christ's sakes. What do we have in common? All right, what do you and I have in common? But I'll tell you what, man, tone up a little bit, and we can see. Little dinner, little dancing, see what happens. I'll tell you, I'm straight, but you know what? Fuck it, man. We might invade Greenland and start World War III, and you kind of got to get your thrills where you can get your thrills. So maybe that's it, Jeff. Wrapped in your big, he's a big guy. Jeff's a big fella. Wrapped in your big bearish embrace, Jeff. Maybe that's what'll get me through this. One more, Bill. I got to cue up a song.
All right, so G. Torres... Okay, very true, Scott. Ozempic can also cause blindness, but I guess it's an afterthought to millions of Americans.
Right? Thank you. One more, Bell, and I got to
wow.
I haven't queued it up yet.
G. Torres, any Sigya update? We've got a lot of updates. We're actually going to pull someone in to answer those as soon as we can. There's a lot.
All right. Go on, one more, Bell. I'm still looking for a song. This ain't the right song I wanted to play.
G. Torres. G. Torres, yeah, Noble leaving doesn't make sense to me. No USDC Noble on osmosis anymore?
Yeah, and that's going to be kind of the thing. I'm sorry, guys. Look, my producer is not in the studio right now, so I'm trying to do this shit by myself. But, the niftiest thing about all of this right now is that we're the only people who are live. I mean, we're it. So even if we absolutely fuck our production all the way into ground, there's really nowhere else to go. Unless you want to hear more of that rah-rah, oh my God, things have never been as good as they are now. Shit. We're it. We're it. You were bottom feeding here. All right, because that's what me and Bell have been doing for a long time. We're just scraping the bottom. We're carp. For those of you who have ever fished, we're the carp. We're on the bottom eating all the shit and all that stuff because that's okay. But at the end of the day, when the lake gets electrocuted, the sharks survive. And the lake, Crypto Lake has, in fact, been electrocuted. And we're it. So we can blow our production, do what we just did right there. And it really doesn't matter because we're it. So read the question again, Bell, because I just derailed myself thinking about that.
Yeah, you really did.
It's the Uncle Milts, Bell. I cannot see out of my left eye right now. All right, there's nothing. I got nothing. It's killing me.
So G Torres, Noble leaving doesn't make sense to me. No USDC Noble on osmosis anymore.
Well, they did say that they were going to leave the bridges open. I would guess that they want to cut ties completely. So they might leave the bridges open, maintenance mode only kind of thing. And if something goes wrong, you're pretty well fucked. So if you're going to exit Cosmos, whatever you got left, man, you better do it before about March 18th. Now, I did say that I do see an opportunity here. I see a massive opportunity here. And we'll get to it after the break and after the song, and I'm more than happy to speculate on that because, fuck, who else are you going to listen to? There is nobody else. We're it. I'm so happy about this, Bell. I'm so happy. We are the veterans of the psychic wars. That's it. We're the ones. So that's it. I'm going to speculate on why I actually see opportunity here, but my guess is it'll never come to pass because they don't have the fucking balls. And I'll get into all of that as well. One more, Bell. We're going to play a song.
All right. So, again, we'll repeat the question. Any Sigya update? I know I kind of answered that one clumsily, but you can take a crack at it.
Oh, dude, we got a lot. There's a lot going on. I'll tell you what, this week, let's shoot for Thursday, Bell. Let's get the whole team on. Fuck it, man. We'll have a powwow. It'll be fun. Let's get everybody on. You guys get to meet Gilligan. Tell him he has to be on camera. All right? Braden must be on camera, and he is either Gilligan or McLovin. It's completely up to you. Brilliant coder. This kid didn't go to college, and I was like, good, because you don't need college, man. You have the gift. But let's plan on that. All right, Thursday, Bell. Can you send it out to the team? Send it right now. Whoever the fuck is listening, send it out to everybody. We'll get the whole team on here Thursday. You guys we'll even get Mel on. You can drill everybody. Yes, we have an awful lot going on.
I don't think Mel would be able to make it up to Des Moines in time for that.
Put her on a.
She is coming up on Thursday night.
Well, there you go. Then put her in the room next to you. You can share a mic. I have spoken. Yeah, you get it there. If we have to go on an hour later, we'll go on an hour later. But yeah, get you a Mel in there, get some booze in you, watch you guys start doing whatever the hell you do. She's a nut, by the way. Mel is a very, very interesting lady. I'm eager for you guys to meet her. Yeah, let's plan it on Thursday. It'll be fun. That way I get to drive the shit out of them Wednesday and say, get all this done so we can talk about it on Thursday. It'll be fun. I like up in the game. Anyway, guys, yes, we will be back. And I will tell you why I actually see this as an opportunity and a return to ethos. I have no monologue for this. It's completely off the hip. I still didn't turn the lights on, Bell, and you didn't tell me to. You did not remind me. Are you looking at the screen right now? You see it? You see all that?
I am looking at the screen.
Do you see all that darkness behind me? Whose fault is that, Bell? Is that my fault or your fault? As show producer, whose fault is that?
You're the one on location.
You could say it because we all know. See, what you're doing is dodging it. I'll get that fixed up, folks. And we will be right back here on the podcast on the KPOD network right after this. Hope you enjoyed the song. This is mine.
Jellyfish dreaming in a soda stream. Clouds drip molasses, nothing's what it seemed. Harmonica wheezes, old train coughs. Clavinet bouncing like a jackalope's hops. Tinfoil hats on mannequins spinning in the dark. Old ghosting, preachers preaching in the park. Tear the seams of the scene, rewind the time machine. Turntables hum, scratching lights in between. An eclectic carnival ride that took the world. Spinning in chaos, a kaleidoscope swirl. Clowns in the mirror, laughing absurd. Echoes of nonsense, the silence is blurred. Slide, guitar growling like a swampy beast. Beats dripping honey, but the groove's off leash. Crows play poker on a power line tightrope. Sampled the moon for the mixtape's dope. Foghorn vocals, whisper distortion. I'm mapped to nowhere in the spiral motion. Speed slows, then a strobe light flash. Hip-hop blues in a jitterbug clash. Sliced harmonica, cut and spliced. Blues riffs rolling on a river of dice. It's an eclectic carnival ride that took the world. Spinning in chaos, a kaleidoscope swirl. Clowns in the mirror, laughing absurd. Echoes of nonsense, the silence is blurred. Speed slows, then a strobe light flash. Hip-hop blues in a jitterbug clash. Sliced harmonica, cut and spliced. Blues riffs rolling on a river of dice. It's an eclectic carnival ride that took the world. Spinning in chaos, a kaleidoscope swirl. Clowns in the mirror, laughing absurd. Echoes of nonsense, the silence is blurred.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kids, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's actually a little bit more to that one. And for those of you who are joining us, maybe for the first time, I've started, I'm 420 friendly again. And I, at the end of my day, just before I go to bed, I indulge a little bit. And then I just jump in front of my keyboard and I start typing. I'm actually, I had dreams of being a writer before I realized that I'm not that good at it. But when I'm high, a lot of funny stuff comes out, and you were listening to it right there. So yeah, it gets a little weird. It gets a little weird over here in our world. In between crypto losses, which are punishing to me, absolutely punishing, and trying to deal with all of this bullshit. Everybody needs an outlet. And that happens to be my little bit of an outlet. Helps me sleep. I go to bed, and that's I think for a person my age, that's about the best that you can hope for, is that you were actually able to go to sleep. So as I led up to, I still do believe that this is a perfect opportunity. They won't do it, but I do want to give you my thoughts on this, because the one thing that in my humble opinion, that has been missing from crypto for just a little bit. I'm going to have a little sip of the old Uncle Milt here, guys. One thing. Oh, God, the burn, Bell. The burn is real. Sometimes a lot of this stuff hits you with the little sunshine glow. If you drink good bourbon, you know what the glow is. You know, you take it and you're just like, that's good. Ooh, that's smoky. Oh, I can taste the caramel. Oh, and it hits your sun like a ray of sun, or your tummy like a ray of sunshine. This doesn't do that. This does something else entirely. And I could literally feel it shredding my esophagus as it goes down. But maybe it should. Maybe it should. Maybe I've been that naughty in life that I need this pain. That's what I call. What do you call that, Val? When the people that take the whips and flay the shit out of themselves. Maybe that's
that's masochism.
Okay, maybe that is. Maybe it's a little bit of the masochist in me. But I actually do see this as kind of an opportunity. They'll never do it. They don't have the balls. And I know I alluded to that before we went on break, but they don't have the balls. The thing that's missing from crypto and blockchain in general is ethos. We've completely gotten away from ethos. We don't give a fuck about ethos anymore. The only thing we care about is token go up. And I like to think, or I hope, that anybody who's been listening to us for any length of time understands where Bella and I stand on this. And we are all about ethos, purely about ethos. We have so much money tied up in this that our Sigia Cloud Labs, you wouldn't believe it. And we didn't get grants. We didn't get funding. We didn't get any of that shit. It's our money. It's all our money that we keep pouring in. So Aaron and team Sigia Cloud, it's you guys are drinking our money on this, man, but keep working hard, please. We believe in it so strongly, and we believe that we're right, that in order to disrupt an industry, and that's kind of what we're going for here. This is not a Sigia Cloud advertisement. I'll give you the Sigia Cloud advertisement. I'm getting to that. But you got to stick to your guns. Even when the shots are firing over your head, the artillery's exploding all around, and anybody who's ever been on a battlefield understands what I'm talking about right here. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to stay on mission, and that's what Bella and I have been doing this entire time, is simply staying on mission. Now, I personally think Noble peeling off presents the greatest opportunity that could ever happen over here to the cosmos. Lots of people over here have tried a stable coin. They've tried and failed, mainly because they were underfunded or they were simply scumbags. Most likely they were simply scumbags. I personally lost like $18,000 in Composite. Who remembers Composite? You guys remember that bullshit? Yeah, there you go. Raise your hand, Bill. You know. There are tons and tons of stable coins that I got absolutely destroyed on over here. But when you actually, if you were to run it correctly, if you were to develop the tokenomics correctly, and if you actually had integrity of what you're doing, I have 2 words for you. Well, they might be more than 2 words, but I think you guys can kind of understand where I'm going with this. And, I don't even want to say it, Bill. I don't even want to say it. I got blown up in this shit like nobody else got really blown up in this shit. There was a stable coin that was issued over here in the cosmos a very, very long time ago. But that stable coin was tied to another coin. And the mechanism simply made it function. Now, I'm going to see if anybody will actually pipe up in chat and type the words. Because I was in that incredibly heavy, as well as most of the cosmos and an awful lot of crypto. Because when that fucking thing blew up, it took like $38 billion with it, all in a single stroke. Steady lads deploying more capital. Now, the reason that I bring this up, and the reason that I mention this, and the reason that I'm leaning in, it's not that it was the high point of crypto, because it pretty much was. It was the fact that for the very first time ever, holders of these tokens determined the worth of the stable. Now that's ethos. That is ethos. That is everybody out here saying we don't need banks, we don't need government, we don't need regulation. All we need is will. And we had it. You guys were there. Most of you were there. So where I'm saying that USDC Noble departing, where I see it as a good thing and where I see it as an opportunity, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying that there's potential to rebirth something that was good, something that mattered, something that did not give a fuck about big banks or big government. We are talking pure crypto ethos. And we need to get back to that. We need to get back to that more than anything else in crypto. We need to get back to why we exist in the first place. Nobody's going to say this. Nobody in the goddamn internet, the Intersphere, IBC, even leadership. Nobody's going to say this. But we need to get back to ethos, to us determining what a token is worth, not a fiat currency. And we have the opportunity. We always need the lighthouse. Always. We need to know what a goddamn dollar is worth. And it's not worth what they tell you it's worth. It's worth purchasing power. Please understand that. A dollar is only worth the amount of goods and services that you can purchase with it. I go back to my own McDonald's. That's where I determine what a dollar is worth. A double cheeseburger used to cost $1 USD. One. How much is it right now, Belle? I know. How much is a double cheese? Don't look it up. You know what? I'm flipping up. She's rolling her eyes. That means she's looking it up right now. How much is a double cheeseburger from McDonald's?
I don't know.
Make a guess. I'm asking you. Please make a guess. I know you don't eat fast food, but make a guess.
$2.12?
$3.99.
Ouch.
Right this very fucking second, over on the McDonald's on Merle Hay Mall. I go through the drive-through, and I don't order anything. I just say hi, just to make their day a little bit more surreal. I don't eat fast food anymore, clearly. But I go there to check the price of a double cheeseburger. It's $3.99. It used to be $1. Now it's $3.99. That's a very expensive cheeseburger. The reason that I'm saying all this is because the opportunity for Adam leadership to do something that was good at the time but was grossly mismanaged, to rebirth it again, it's right there. Noble USDC leaving the cosmos, and they're fucking leaving. All right, they're not coming back. They don't give a shit about you. They care about profits, and they're not getting any here. That's it. There's your soundbite, Jason. All right, there's your soundbite. They're looking for profits. There's no fucking money left here, so they are gone. Like everybody else, like a cash. And I understand why you guys are doing it. I disagree with the why, Greg. You fucked up. You said there isn't enough money over here for me to maintain my lifestyle, so I'm going to go where there's more money. It's got to be about something bigger than that, bro. It's got to be about the ethos. And the ethos is still over here in the cosmos. That's right, I said it, and I'm the only person who's going to say it. Clip this, Jason. Post it as a short, Jason. Put it on Twitter, Jason. I will amplify it myself. The reason these chains are leaving the cosmos is because they're not about ethos of what blockchain is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about giving the finger to everybody. And they don't have the fucking stones to do it. For them, it's about the money. Period. Everybody who steps up here says, well, you got to go where there's more money. No, you don't, man. You got to go where people will use you. And you chickened out. You jumped out, you pulled the ripcord and said, fuck it, we're going to Solana. Fuck it, we're going to Base. Fuck it, we're going anywhere else but this, because we've taken everything we can out of this ecosystem. We're mosquitoes. We've sucked it dry. We're hungry, and we're going to go somewhere else. That's all you're doing. Everybody out here has it wrong. I have it right. We're sticking to it. I'll tell you why. Belle, please, questions or comments? I wanted to get into that, and I do apologize. I'm not taking this down, Belle. I said what I said, and I mean every goddamn word.
So next one coming in from New Type. Still no word on when Eric is coming on the show?
You know what? I'll leave that to you, Belle. I'll even leave you full screen. Text him right. You know what? I'm going to text him right now. How about that? You guys want it?
You do that.
We'll yeah. Fuck him. I'll get it.
Wow. Okay.
I got a message from Ike. I got a message from Ike right now. This can help your case. If you have Gmail account, you're going to want to watch us in 117. He's the best, man. I like Ike. For those of you who are not familiar with Wave Wars, we are a proud sponsor of Wave Wars, and we will continue to be a proud sponsor. They're doing good shit, man. These guys are ethos driven. Clearly, I like it. So I'm sorry. Carry on, Belle. I'm texting right now.
All right, Idiot Fish. Electric Carnival. I like this song. Or Eclectic Carnival. I like this song.
Okay. And I appreciate it, bro. There you go. I texted Eric. We'll see what he has to say right now. He better fucking get back to me. If he doesn't get back to me, we're going to have a problem, Belle. You understand that, right? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, all of this is available on the KPOD label. All right. We are our own musical label, the KPOD label. Just Sofa Ninja, man. He's got all of these songs. If you would like to have any of those, to own them, distribute them, I don't give a fuck what you do with them. Sofa Ninja on Sigia Cloud. And there's a reason for that, Belle. I'm gonna, you know what? Don't roll your eyes. I don't need this shit right now. I'm rolling. Let me roll. We wipe our ass with copyrights. Sigia Cloud. Yeah, I see it right now. Oh my God, you should see the RBF right now that I'm looking at. You guys can't see the screen, but I can see the screen. We completely wipe our ass with copyrights over here. One, any song that comes from the KPOD label is my creation, and I give you blanket authority to distribute however you wish to distribute. The reason that we wipe our ass with copyrights over here is because we don't know who the fuck you are. We don't ask anybody who's used Sigia Cloud, which is available at sigiacloud.io, by the way. We don't ask who you are. I don't know if you've been through our sign-up process, but it ain't real fucking hard. We don't ask who you are, where you live, credit card info. We don't ask any of that shit. We'll take any email that you give us, and we assume that it's good. I will send you a dozen movies right this very second. I will send them to you because they belong to me. I've paid the VIG on them. They belong to me. And whether I am sharing it with you on our own little app, Belle is, oh my God, I can't wait for the bullshit after this. Whether I'm doing that or I invite you into my house to sit on my couch and you and I both watch Periscope Down, what's the difference? That's my argument, and that's what I'm going to tell the judge. What's the difference? We wipe our asses with copyrights. Napster did it really, really wrong. We do it really, really right. Really, really right. Meaning, prove it. We have a fucking good developer right now. I'm not going to name his name. You're going to see him on the show on Thursday. But we have a really, really good developer that tells me, go, Scott. Say what you got to say, man. Everything is correct. I cannot wait to see this come to fruition, because if you want to shake up the status quo, you have to really, really rattle the can. We are really, really rattling the can here. I fully expect to be served. I expect Belle to be served and deal with her fucking tears. Oh my God, I got a subpoena. It's like, yeah, I'm not surprised that you got a subpoena. Your name is at the top of the sheet, hun. All right. It works its way up. Yeah, we don't care about any of that because we can't see any of that. We have what's called Belle, tell me if this is correct and tell me if Matthew would agree. We have what's called plausible deniability. Are you going to nod your head, Belle?
I'd probably better not nod, but
yeah,
okay,
she won't even jump onto this. She's going to let me. You guys remember the movie Titanic? You remember Jack and Rose? You remember when they were in the water, what happened? Rose was on the door and she just let Jack sink away. I'm Jack. Right, that's what's going to happen here. I'm just going to fade away down into the ethers with my hand outstretched saying, you bitch. That's what's going to occur right here. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. It's got to be about something bigger than the dollar, man. It's got to be about what's right versus what's wrong versus what's possible. And that's what I've been trying to get across for years and years and years. It's not about what's right, what's wrong. It's about what's possible. And with us using the protocol that we're using, built the app that we use. You guys want it? It's available right now. If you're not using it, then you endorse all of your shit being copied, pushed down onto the metal layer, and observed. It's about what's possible. And that's what crypto has always been about. What's possible. You all fucking sold out. Every one of you out there sold out. Not the viewers, the builders. You all sold out. You said, it ain't about that. It's about the dollar. I like renting yachts at bullshit fucking conferences. I like having side events. By the way, last year at Ethereum Denver, there were 564 side events. Bell, how many are there this year? I looked it up myself. How many side events do you think there are?
Maybe 120?
64. That's it. It is down 90%. The side events are down 90% because these greedy fucks are not in it for what's possible. They are simply in it for what can be converted to a stable coin. I'm 1,000,000,000% right about this. 1,000,000,000% right. I'm the only one who's going to say it. Fuck everybody. Go ahead, Bill.
All right. So, Brownsburg, the post-apocalyptic radio you have been using forever seems like it was prophetic now, since you are all that is left going live.
Isn't that funny how that works, bro? You know what? There was a Kids in the Hall. I'm a huge fan. Most of you guys have never heard of Kids in the Hall. I was there for episode 1, but there was a very, very funny segment that they put up with the rebirth of Kids in the Hall. They decided, let's spin it up for a season. They did. It tanked horribly because there was only people like me that were watching it. But the whole theme of the entire scene was one guy in a post-apocalyptic bunker that was playing the same song over and over, and it was Melanie. It was a song by Melanie, and it means I have a brand new key. And he only had about 18 seconds of the entire song. So he kept just doing the radio DJ thing and then playing the 18 seconds of Melanie's brand new key. I found it hysterical. And we based the entire post-apocalyptic radio on that. Bell, can you talk for a minute? I think I swallowed my tongue. Please.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, Brownsburg with the guess of, with the guess regarding the T word of, Terra Luna. Yep. That'd be the one. That would absolutely be the one.
And
hopefully
why?
Scott has not keeled over.
No, I'm all right. And I would say at this point in time, in the cosmosphere, in the ecosphere, in everything that's going on out here, I would argue, why not? But it comes down to one simple thing. Just one. Do you trust the founders? Jay Quanah's gone, all right? He ain't coming back. But the idea is still sound. So it would come down to, do you trust the founders? Now, this is important. This is actually critically important. Because Mags, he has the keys to the kingdom. Do you trust him to pull something like this off? The time, particularly with Noble leaving, has never been better. Do you trust the team? Because if you don't need to be in the cosmos. Get the fuck out. And Jason, this is your clip. If you trust the team to do something like what we had all those years ago, Terra Luna, If you trust them to manage it smartly, this is the perfect time. If you don't, you need to be out. There's never been a better opportunity for Atom, the token, than right this second. And you have until March 18th. If you don't trust them, then you need to get the fuck out. And this is financial advice. Never. You hear the sigh? You hear that? That's my plausible deniability. If you trust them to do something like this, then this is the right time. If you don't, then you don't need to be here, because with Noble departing, there is nothing left. They will maintain the bridges, sort of. You could get absolutely destroyed on a bridge hack, and you probably will. They're not looking at this, and they don't care. But if you want to reestablish Atom as the IBC, it needs its own stable coin. And this is your chance to do it. You still have money left, man. You still have tons and tons of Atom, man. This is the time to do it. But if you are still out there courting, don't worry. Big banks are going to come here. Everybody's going to come here. They can't wait for us to build blockchains. You're fucking delusional. You are out of your mind, because literally the people who are here already are saying, fuck this, we're out. I don't know how better to explain that. Go ahead, Belle. Defend me in court.
Yeah, not my job. I'm not an attorney.
Fuck it is.
That's actually
call Matthew afterwards, man, because he might have a problem here.
yeah, he might. Now, yeah, we're actually at the end of it.
At the
We're
end of it, we
actually
had
at the
no
end
more.
of-
Are you gotta be kidding me, man? This seems to be such good content tonight. We have nobody cares,
Oh, they're caring.
but they're just not commenting.
They're caring. They're just not commenting.
All
They are
right.
swept away by your magnetic personality.
It must be the jacket. Is that what it is, Joe? You know, the jacket it's very cold in the studio. I don't have heat out here, so I have to deal with a tiny little space heater sitting right down there, and I just kind of hope for the best. All right, guys. We're gonna be back on tomorrow, and you're not gonna believe the shit I say tomorrow. I've determined our new way going forward, Bell, is to make me litigious, meaning that all the lawsuits that fall against me when people decide that I am the bane of their loss all lands on our doorstep. But if nothing else, I figure it gives us something to talk about, right? I'm taking one for the team, Bell. I'm taking one. Do you remember a video I made a long, long time ago? I made that beautiful, beautiful 14th century circa breastplate, and I fired that bodkin tip arrow into it from like 4 feet away, and the fucker.
I still have the video.
Yeah, you remember that fucking thing just getting destroyed on that breastplate? And all those pieces that were flying around and me running like hell going, oh my God, oh my God. That was a 130-pound longbow that I fired it at from 4 feet, and that breastplate stood up. I'm the breastplate, Bell. All right, you're gonna have to deal with the bullshit, and I do apologize to you for that. Are we even at 7 o'clock, or did I run? What the fuck?
We are 1 minute to 7.
We usually run longer, so I kind of feel bad about the show, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. You know, I usually have a lot more to say tonight. It's cold out here, man. But I'll tell you what, we're going to be back tomorrow night, and I'm really going to hit the gas tomorrow night. Don't even talk, Bell, all right? You fucking pay the lawyer. Pay the lawyer. This is why we have one. I haven't even started with all of the shit that I want to see, but I promise you're going to hear it tomorrow night. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking with me tonight. I had a good time. We're going to have a better time tomorrow night. Anyway, going to turn it over to the show producer, the one, the only, the original, the redheaded Belle. She's going to talk us up. She's going to take us out. We're going to see you guys tomorrow night. Cheers.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who tuned in and listened to us tonight, We cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.